Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Collectively Fearless with your host, Matt. And today we're going to talk about our favorite group, cancel culture. You're not cool unless you belong to the cancel culture. But first, I got to give a quick plug to my sponsor, Urban Boulevard. Guys, if you haven't checked them out yet, go see for yourself. They have a lot of really cool clothing designs for you. They got a lot of cool unisex clothes, shoes, accessories. They have it all. So if you go to their website right now, which is right below me, and you see anything on there that you think is really dope, make sure that you apply my promo code Matty25 to get 25% off your purchase. So guys, what are you waiting for? Go there, apply my discount code, get 25% off, and I guarantee you're going to like what you see. Now, let's go ahead and get into today's episode on cancel culture. Now the cancel culture narrative, as most of you guys are aware, is crumbling right before our very eyes. And a really good example of that, well, Spotify just pulled all of Neil Young's music off of their app. Man, it's so heartbreaking. Just knowing I'm never going to be able to listen to Old Man ever again for the rest of my life on Spotify. I'm gonna have to go to YouTube or Apple iTunes to go listen to that. But anyway, he's not the only one. Barry Manilow, who has also been irrelevant for 45 years, he did the same thing. He bitched and whined to Spotify like a little toddler, and gave them the choice between Joe Rogan and Barry Manilow. And obviously they're going to go with Joe Rogan, right? Because he's their penny jar right now. He's what's making them the most money right now. So I mean, obviously they have to go with Joe, right? I mean, guys, can you imagine what might be going through Joe's head right now? And you have to know that he's completely aware of what's going on. You know that young Jamie is going up to him and going, Joe, you might want to come and check this out. The thoughts that are going through his mind right now, like, man, I remember when I would hear those guys' songs when I was a little kid, and now they hate me, and now they're throwing a shit fit over my millions of views, and my messages on like getting healthy, and like getting yourself on a good diet so that you can avoid getting like COVID or whatever it is. It's just all so stupid, and not only is it stupid, but it's very dangerous. And I mean, I talk about it all the time that that karma's a bitch, and you get what you deserve. And eventually, what you guys have to understand, and some of you may not even agree with cancel culture 100%. You may be somewhere around 75, maybe you're 50-50, or maybe you're even less than that. But some of you are standing with cancel culture just for just for the fact alone that you don't want to get canceled yourself. You don't want to be escorted out of your job. You don't want to lose your fan base. You just don't want to whatever it is. You just don't want to risk it, right? You just don't want to risk being on the wrong side of the angry mob. Like Adam Carolla talks about all the time. But what's it worth to you to really stand up for who you are and stand up for what you believe in? Now, obviously, Joe Rogan, he can do that because the guy's set for life. He's a multi-millionaire now, and he doesn't give a fuck. Why would he give a fuck if Neil Young and Barry Manilow decide to pull all their music from Spotify when like they haven't been relevant in decades? Why should he care? Well, he doesn't, right? And not only does he not care, but he's standing for what he believes in. He's standing for not only what he believes in, but what he knows. Again, I talk about this a lot. When he had COVID, his doctor was the one that prescribed ivermectin to him. It wasn't something that he just did on a whim or because he felt like it, but because his doctor prescribed ivermectin, and he was able to kick COVID in no time. But people are really upset about that. People are upset about him beating COVID the way that he did, the smart way. Not the way that most people, and when I say people, I mean sheep, think you got to put on 10 different 10 masks. You got to take 5 or 6 shots of Pfizer. But Joe Rogan did the complete opposite of that. He did it the right way. But a lot of people are super upset about that, and a lot of people are super angry about it, especially and it's one of two extremes. It's either the fucking 75-year-old rock star millionaire that hasn't been relative in some time, and he gets super pissed off that that someone else might have a completely different opinion than they do, or different facts than they do. Or the other extreme, is also, 23-year-old, entitled fucking assholes that think that, because they need everything to accommodate them, right? They need everything to serve them the way that they want it served to them. Those are the ones that are also complaining about what Joe Rogan has been saying. Not only Joe Rogan, but many other people that have been vocal about this sort of thing. Specifically the 23-year-olds that are whatever, they're working at interns at Spotify. They've been upset about it too. But again, what is it worth to you to stand by who you are? Because I'll tell you guys, and I've talked about this a lot, that sometimes the easiest choice or sometimes the obvious choice isn't the right choice. Just because something may seem easy or just a way so that you can prevent people from getting mad at you, and being able to live comfortably, keep your job. It doesn't necessarily mean. I mean, what's your integrity worth to you? Sure, you might be comfortable. Sure, you might be, your life might be steady right now. But how can you live with yourself? How can you sleep at night knowing that you're compromising who you are, just so that you can get a paycheck, or just so that just so that you don't get a certain number, which is less. It's way less than you think. To get a small minority of people mad at you. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to make an episode about why cancel culture. Obviously it's bullshit. Obviously, it's something that you should always steer clear of, and it's something that I'm against 100%. But how many people are speaking out against it? I mean, it seems as though more and more people are starting to see it for what it is, and they're starting to speak out against it. But it's still not enough. It's not only going to take somebody like me, but it's going to take or somebody like Joe Rogan, whom obviously, I don't mean to compare myself to Joe Rogan. I mean the guy. My following can't hold a candle to Joe Rogan, and because he's had such a huge voice in all of this, people are upset. People feel threatened, and so that's why you have guys like Neil Young and the host of The View, just going off and off. But at the end of the day, they're standing up for what they believe in. They're standing up for who they are. So anyway, guys, that's my cancel culture rant for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, please share this with your friends and your family. Subscribe to me on YouTube at Collectively Fearless. Follow me on Instagram at it's Matty_ice. And again, share the show. Share it with whomever you think will really benefit from this, or share it with somebody whom you might even really like what I have to say. So anyway, guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And until tomorrow, I will see you guys again very, very soon.